What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, you know I had to touch on this subject, no homo. I had to talk about it. Adrien Broner, some other people were asking me to talk about it. I was really going to do it when it first broke, but I've been extremely tired, just working around the clock nonstop, trying to bring you guys new entertainment, new content. Aside from that, just work and doing videos. Just been a hectic schedule. But I'm back. I know you guys heard Adrien Broner. He has a quote unquote, because you can't see my hands, I'm doing the quotation marks, the air quotes. A quote unquote leaked sex tape shows him engaging in sexual acts, having sex, intercourse, fornication. AB, Al Bernstein, always bragging, anal booty. It shows him having sex with two stripper looking girls. Um, it was on Media Takeout, World Star Hip Hop. If you want to see the tape, if you want to see what it looks like or whatever. I'm not going to put the link on my channel or anything. That's just doing much, a bit much. Um, some people want to hear my stance, the ego thought on this whole thing. Personally, I think Adrien Broner, I know he's young, but there's a maturity gap. I understand he mimics and kind of wants to be like Floyd Mayweather, but I think the way he's going about it is a bit much, a bit over the top. I do separate that from the fight game. I think he has talent. He's very young, and he shows a skill set, especially for a young fighter. He shows that he has a good defense. He shows that he can be entertaining. He could be the showman. He could sell tickets, put asses in the seats, and basically be a self promoter. I mean, I'm not gonna say he doesn't need Golden Boy, but he does a great job of marketing. Whether you are for him and you like him being flashy, young, fly, flashy, or if you hate him and you want to see him get his block knocked off by Marcos Maidana or whoever, either way, you're still tuning in to watch him. His last couple of fights have all been in the million views. It's funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh, Adrien Broner sucks. He's overrated. He's a chump. I hate him," and all kinds of stuff like that. But they're like, "Yo, he's fighting bums," all kinds of stuff, and somebody's tuning in, and I think you guys are some of those somebodies. Like they're like, "Oh, he fights nothing but bums. He fought Gavin Reese," but the Gavin Reese was on HBO at the time before the networks had their little war. When Broner was still on HBO, and it did like 1.4 million views. So, for a guy that's fighting bums, he's obviously doing something right because he's fighting a bum, yet 1.4 million people are tuning in. Now, back to the antics. As far as the leaked sex tape, I'm pretty sure he leaked it. I did a previous video. There was a picture he had on Instagram, and it was of two girls bossing him, like sucking his dick. For those of you guys that don't speak Bay Area slang, um, yeah. So they were giving him head to strippers, and I think it might have been the same girls. And he posted the picture. The picture was deleted or flagged or whatever on Instagram. Um, I think I made a video on that talking about that, and then now all of a sudden, mysteriously, this tape is leaked right before he has a fight. I mean, come on. If I know anything about marketing and quote unquote leaked sex tapes, I would definitely say he leaked it. It looks like he might be filming. I don't know. I only seen it one quick time. Looks like he might have been filming it. So I'm pretty sure the source of the leakage is him. I don't think someone just had the tape or the bitches had the tape and said, "Hey, I want me getting fucked on tape and I want it to be on World Star." But obviously, Adrien Broner being young and kind of immature, I'm sure he thought that makes him look cool or whatever. So with Broner, I definitely try my best to separate the talent from the showboating antics and extracurricular shit. But it is getting a bit much. Just eating strippers. I mean, you're a talented dude. You don't necessarily have to do all that. Burning money, leaking your own sex tape. And then beyond that, think about these decisions you're making, getting in fights in Miami. He got arrested. I believe that was this year in Miami at the club. He had some kind of scuffle. Just all these things. Some people will say all publicity is good publicity, but I don't necessarily think, especially if you're living the lifestyle. And we've seen so many boxers time and time and time again go through this. Rest in peace, Tommy Morrison was a victim of this. This is a man who was the Duke. He was America's great white hope. He was a talented heavyweight fighting big names and had quite the fan base. and we seen a downward spiral, and that just recently came to a halt as he passed away. But he contracted AIDS, he contracted HIV, got AIDS. Just really living the fast life, drugs. We've seen Mike Tyson. I was watching the Tyson documentary. Tyson was saying how, yeah, when I went to fight Trevor Burbick, I was burning. I had chlamydia, or he said, I don't know. I don't even remember what disease he had, but he had some in one of his fights. He had some kind of STD. Just living the fast life, that party life, and boxing requires pretty much your full undivided attention. You can't be a Chavez Jr. and lackadaisical with training and not taking it seriously and not taking your opponent serious, and then expecting to fight these guys, because some of these guys started from the bottom, now they hit, like they come from the bottom, they come from nothingness, they have nothing, they're poor, they're like Leo Santa Cruz, who lives with 8 or 9 relatives and a sick brother, and they're trying to get them into a better situation, into a bigger house. I mean, these are the stories that we see all the time. Josito Lopez's pops is in jail. Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson were living in the streets of D.C. homeless. These are the types of stories and environment these boxers are coming from. So you can't not take this shit seriously, because some people want what you have. Adrien Broner is a noticeable marquee name. He's building that brand. He's building the Adrien Broner brand. And I guarantee you there's guys that want that. Arguably, Marcos Maidana isn't as popular as Adrien Broner. Like, to the casual fan, I'm not saying who's a better fighter or anything like that, but he doesn't speak English. So in the States, I would say Adrien Broner's name probably rings more bells than a Marcos Maidana, even though I like both fighters. These are just simple facts. Adrien Broner has headlined more events by himself, and it just is what it is. So these guys want what you have. So you don't have any opportunity to take this shit lightly. So that's my advice to Broner. Make sure you're disciplined. Like I said, I did a video recently and I was like, is Broner fat? Because I seen some recent pictures and it looks like he packed on some pounds. You got to take this shit seriously. And just protect yourself. Protect yourself, people who are in your circle, because you never know. At the end of the day, there's people in your circle who are there when the ride is fun, but when the going gets tough, they're gone. They're out of your circle. They're on to the next person. They leech off people. Same thing with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is probably one of the prime examples. A person, listen to the Jay-Z lyrics. If you heard the Holy Grail, he's like, look what it, he said, bright lights is enticing. Look what it did to Tyson. Like, that's real. 30 mil in one night. Tyson was making a lot of money. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He was a noticeable figure in the sport of boxing. In the 80s, he kind of commanded the late 80s. And where's he now? I mean, at one point, I think he was like selling his home to 50 Cent and filing for bankruptcy, just all kinds of stuff like that, just from not having the right team, the right people around you. As far as this leaked sex tape, I mean, I don't know who these chicks are. I don't know their background. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody that don't know their situation, but at the same time, having a threesome, that shit don't make you cool. Like, if that's your thing, do it, but maybe protect yourself, put a rubber on. You never know. It's like, how casually are you having sex at this level? You know what I mean? Like I said, look to the greats. Look at the people like Tommy Morrison, who had that downward spiral, the Mike Tysons. Zab Judah talked about living a party life. We know Ricky Hatton was a person who, aside from boxing, outside of boxing, didn't take care of his body. He would gain a lot of weight. He would party. He was snorting coke. And look how his career ended up, getting stopped by Sinchenko after a retirement by a body shot because you abused your body in your downtime. And Sinchenko just got his ass whooped by Kell Brook. So, I don't know, man. Just for Broner, he just needs to take this shit seriously. That's the only thing I could say. Protect yourself. Be it if it's going to be the people you're around and you have in camp. Like I said, when the money's flowing, when the money comes, they're all in your corner and they're yes men. And what happens if you start taking losses? And I think those same people aren't going to be in your corner. As far as these bitches, get your mind right. Put your craft before any of that. Having sex with strippers, unprotected sex at that, I don't see how that's really smart. Some people were putting crazy comments. I seen one was pretty clever. A lot of people, they take little things, and I notice it in boxing a lot. They nickname a fighter based on, they were like, oh, Lamont Cheaterson, because he got busted for the peds. I seen one, it said AIDS-Drian Broner, like AIDS, AIDS, Drian Broner. They're like, yeah, AIDS-Drian Broner. I don't know. Some of you guys get far too creative, but it's funny. Yeah, but I mean, things like that, they are a reality. AIDS, um, just any STD, really. Kids. Yeah, I mean, he already has a ton of kids. You just don't want to get into all those problems. You're a professional athlete. Conduct yourself as a professional. That's really all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think of this whole sex tape thing. Is Broner over the top? Does he do too much? Do you think he does too little? Is it entertaining to you? Let me know what you guys think of Adrien Broner, the outside circus act. Leave a comment. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.